Hey everybody, how are you guys doing today? Welcome to my stream. This is my first YouTube stream. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. How are you guys doing? I'm just trying to like set up. We're gonna be building out Zoe Finance. I hope that it's clear and you guys can hear my voice properly. Uh, this is the first stream. I don't even know how it's gonna be, but it's gonna be a long journey. Today it's already 10:30, and I have about an hour and a half. My plan is to build up a huge chunk of the app. The application is, you know, the application is a software for um, where African brands can, create their e-commerce shops automatically on the platform. Uh, yeah, that's what the platform is about mainly. And today we're trying to get some features in. If we can get a couple of features in, then we can think of adding more features as we go on. If you've been following my page, you must have seen me you know post my last video about going live and building Reach is the name of the SaaS platform. Eventually we're going to you know go into other applications like eventually we're going to go into other applications like uh, we're going to start building. Oh, this is so bad. I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm going to try and bring it down just a little bit. Yeah, this should be better. This should be better. So we're going to be building it out today. I have a plan for. Wow, I got one person watching. Welcome to the chat, people. How you doing? How are you doing? Okay, so I'm gonna start now. I'm gonna share my screen. You guys are going to be able to see what I'm working on, what I'm doing. And, I hope that we're able to make good progress today. Hope we're able to make good progress today. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys my entire workflow, my AI apps, and everything. And we're going to see how we can get some wins out here. So, let's start. Uh, let me see if I can pull up my. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. I streamed, man. I feel like a noob now using this platform. So, like I said, we're going to be building out an e-commerce platform. Just give me a minute, chat. Let me pull this up real quick. I think I have Cursor opened up. I don't have Cursor opened up yet, so I'm going to open up Cursor. Cursor is going to be our main development application. Like I said, we're going to be using AI to build throughout. A little backstory: I have not been a coder for long. I started learning how to code last year, November, but I quickly stopped learning how to code and decided to dive straight into using AI instead. So this is to prove to myself that I'm capable of doing very scary things. So instead of me showing you that, I'm just going to explain it from I'm just going to explain it from here. I'm going to pull up our platform, which is I don't know. I feel like Oh, by the way, guys, yeah, please join the Discord, right? Please join the Discord. Please join the Discord. So, this is the Discord. It's a simple Discord. If you want to join, just let me know. I'm going to send you an invite. So, this is everything that concerns my brand. Is going to be on here. I'm talking tools that I use, and of course, there's going to be tiers into this chat, but it's going to be coming a little bit later. Right now, I'm going to be putting everything I have on the main group, and yeah, let's see how it goes from here. All right, guys, let us start. Let's start. Let's start. And I'm thinking of doing it daily. Today was just like I had to just send it, and I'm glad I did. So I'm gonna pull up our screen. I want to do like the entire screen on YouTube so you guys can see my entire screen while I work. You can see the output and the input as well. All right, let's try that. Let's try that and pull out the cursor one side. Bro, I don't know. I've tried using other platforms to code, but cursor just seems to be the best for some reason. I don't know if you guys have the same bias as well. But I don't know. I just cursor has been very reliable for me over time. For some reason, they don't bug, they don't stress you. It's just like very straightforward, very easy to use type shit. And yeah. So anyway, um, instead of me pulling up cursor immediately, I'm gonna put it side by side with my Chrome browser. Yo, I heard someone tell me that Chrome is like the best browser, so I decided to test it myself, and I don't know. I don't like the ads, but I've been getting premium subscriptions, so I don't really not really burdened by the ads anymore. So anyway, so now I'm gonna try to share my screen permanently. Can I do that? Yo, I'm single as fuck, man. Goddamn. Can I show window? Chrome window capture. So it's like okay, I can window capture, right? Application capture. This is for the app display capture. Okay, I mean this can work. This can work. That girl sounds like my girlfriend so much. Scary ass shit. Alright, chat. Let's get started. I don't know. Can you guys see what's on my screen right now? This is my first stream. I'm a bit worried about what I'm doing here. A bit terrified, but I don't know. Has it updated? I don't know. You guys should let me know in the chat, please. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. All right. So this is Get Reach, right? This is the other platform. I don't know why it's still hosted on localhost, but this is basically an explanation of what is. It's currently live right now on my website, Nexus Biz. So we're just gonna we're just gonna dive right in. We're just gonna dive right in on YouTube. Alright, let's start. So I think ChatGPT was saying something interesting the other time. So we have to start at the alma mater, right? ChatGPT. That's like the best place to start all this. So we're starting here. I was trying to devise a plan to on how we can approach it, and so far so good. So we got it's we have to use a monorepo layout apparently. I've used a monorepo once before, but all right. So I'm gonna go straight into Reach. Let me open Reach. It's an empty. Uh, we got Reach opened up now. Guys, I'm nervous as fuck, man. This is everything. This is my life right now. There's I'm building now. Apparently, I have till tomorrow. I'm streaming the afternoon or the early morning tomorrow. So the next couple of hours, I might go offline and come back on and stream. So it's like I'm streaming everything, right? I'm doing everything on here. Oh, thanks for the like, by the way. Guys, please like the video, share it. I'd love you guys to participate. If you have any tips for me, I would love to hear it. Um, Today was, I wouldn't say it was productive as I wanted to be. So when want to make a reach SAS and enter it, okay, get in it. Alright, we can all do this with AI, by the way. So if you already have Next.js marketing app, let's run that in. Let's run that. So inside Reach, we have Reach SaaS, right? So that's one easily created. We have it right here. There's nothing inside it. We just created a. What we did now is that we created a file location. We just created a folder in our application. So bootstrap the SaaS app from the Vercel multi-tenant starter. So caption a clone template directly. So a brief breakdown of what we're trying to do here. We have an option to perform two things. One, what we can do is we can so we have two options. The first option we can I'm thinking. Oh, yeah, I want to use templates for this, right? Because building out the entire backend is not my pay grade right now. So I'm trying to get as fast as possible to, you know, uh, final product. So let me just put up Nexus Biz here. All right. So we want to create this for the clients where they can have their own stores and shit. And I think we can do this. It should not be difficult. So one option is to clone the repositories. Next starter. So I have to commit this first of all. Let me go and create a repository. Um, let's go to GitHub. So what we're doing now is we're creating a repository where we're gonna keep everything. I have not been consistent on my GitHub, a long time. Look at my fucking. Oh my goodness. I need to do more, man. I think this year I've been the most active I've ever been on GitHub, and next year I'm planning to be more active because now that I'm actually actively building out Sohe Finance and Reach, we have something interesting to pursue. So in the meantime, let's see what happens. Oh, Chad, by the way, I've had a profound change in my shift of mentality recently. So, if you don't know, I left my former apartment and came to a new place. And the idea was that, oh shit, this is already populated. I want this repository, so I'm going to delete it and create a new repository with the same name. So delete, delete this repository. Yes, delete this repository. I've read and agreed. Bro, like even a password manager would be immense in this world, man. Like a password manager where you can see all your passwords, bro. Maybe I might even do create that as one of my things. And chat, by the way, one thing that helps me is that I have to write down things here that I need to implement. So let me just put a password manager there. Thanks for the like, by the way, guys. If you're tuning in, please like. I'm going to be streaming everything from e-commerce platforms to renewable energy to even even also even gonna it's also even gonna stream me building out or trading as well, because in case you guys don't know, I'm a trader. I love to trade, and so yeah, that's just a heads up. So African. Bro, the problem is very clear. I mean, I went on almost every African page, and all I'm seeing there is they don't have a website. For whatever reason, they don't have a website, and it's like it's crazy to me that they don't have a website. You know, not even just a website. They don't have a proper branding. If you look online, right, there are a lot of brands in the states and stuff. And when you start a small business, the goal is to grow into a big brand, but it seems like a small business is just it for them, and I want to change that in whatever way possible. And I think that, pardon me, I think that I can do that, right? I really think I can do that. So I've been yapping for the past 24 minutes, 17 minutes. I've not done a lot yet, so let's start writing some code. Uh, so it's empty. We have an empty thing over there, which is cool. So what's the next step? um, Bootstrap the SaaS app from mod. So I'm trying to clone this, right? Solution multi-tenant and SaaS app. Alright, let's try this. See what this. Let's ask first. We can always ask. Like, it's not really that difficult. I have a friend of mine that he wants to build something Web3 as well. I've never tried Web3, guys. Like, I need to actually try Web3. So we're gonna try Web3 for sure. So we're saying this command sequence does the following: git clones into temporary code visual examples. This repository contains a various protected solutions. Okay. Um, visual examples, multi-tenant SaaS app. Okay. Recursively copies all files from the multi-tenant solution example into SaaS app directory. But we don't have a SaaS app directory here. We have a rich SaaS, right? So, okay. Let's see. Let's see what it does. Would you like me to run on these commands? Yes. Let's see what. Apparently, I'm gonna run out of options very soon. we cloning it into? Is it inside this? Yeah, it's inside here. Cool. This might take a while because we have like 38,000 files. Bro, that's a lot of objects, man. Did he clone the entire examples? I think I need to stop this. Yo, my friend asked me for money the other day, bro. Like, never thought, never thought that my friend would actually ask me for money. But it's cool though. Like, it's just that I'm broke right now, so I couldn't help him, and I felt so horrible. You know, I don't know if you've ever been in that position. Eventually, charge. I'll tell you guys a lot. Chat, but right now, all right, let's run this one. We're still doing the same thing, bro. Well, that's annoying. I thought we actually gonna move quicker than this, but I guess we have to wait for it to install that for us. Luckily for us, we can actually have split screens and have multiple windows running for us. So I have to wait for this to set up first before I enter inside and install dependencies. This is cool, but I need to find out. Okay, this is phase two. To phase one, I have to deploy this to Vercel first. Okay, cool. It's a multi-tenant application. Let me show you guys how the multi-tenant application looks like. I think Vercel has a demo that we can use, so we're gonna use that and see what it looks like. But this is what we're using, right? This is the multi-tenant app we're using. View demo. Um, so it's basically simple, you know. Uh, so right now you can see the Vercel.pub, whatever there. You can just put a name there, put like an emoji and create a subdomain. Now we have this. So this is beautiful. This is what we want to accomplish with ours. I wonder what other stuffs are necessary for the subdomain multi-tenancy. So the idea is want to set up the multi-tenancy first, and then set up the Medusa backend. So the architecture I'm going to use is every every tenant, right, has an access to the Medusa database and the Medusa backend, sorry. And I want it in such a way that each new tenant has their own separate Medusa backend working for them. I wanted to use one, but I think I'm going to just use separate Medusa databases for them, but one application layer. So it's like, remember, guys, you can literally do anything you want to do in this life, man. There's gonna be haters, there's gonna be doubts, but you can't give up. So, by the way, this is the first startup. The idea is we build out this, yeah, we build out this platform, and then with the revenue from this platform, we use this platform to fund Sohe Finance, which is the other platform I'm gonna hop on. Um, what level do I want to build this to? I don't know how long it's going to take me because the way we're moving really slowly right now. And I don't know. Oh, we're almost done, I guess. We're not even close. 38,000, we're in just 2,000. This is humongous file, man. This is a humongous file. Why is it so big though? Bro, like, what the hell? I think I'm going to change to Okay, this should be quicker. Let's see if it's faster. If it's faster, then we made the right decision. If not, we just wait for it to download.
So
I hope it doesn't
now
fucking overload my system.
is for me. I think wealth is legacy.
Because space
Wealth is
is
legacy.
very
Wealth
important.
is an idea, a way of life.
Eesh. Told you
And
guys,
for
this
a
is
for
massive,
a
man. This is too much space, man. I don't think we have enough space for this.
what did it change? See,
I don't
let's
think we
go
have enough
back.
space for that. Anyway, let's see. It's gonna get all of it. Do I need to uninstall some things? At this point, I'm willing to let go of a lot of things. So we see that documents have a lot. I have a lot of documents. What fucking documents do I even have in here, man? Well, let's just clear the trash first. I think that gives us like extra 6 gigs. So yeah, not bad, not bad at all.
Which player?
System data 90 gigs. Fuck.
Sometimes the airtime SMS might come.
Okay, now let's see. Should have
Now see
updated.
your finance system for your office
What
here or
the
your finance system.
what the freak? What's going on here?
Na neighbor people who carry glasses pass, na neighbor call me sha. I just look. You want say chair? Anything cost it, I just watch am.
Empty this trash, please. I beg you. Empty the trash.
The next day, I told the owner, why didn't I go carry the price? I send the owner. The next day, as I want pack, now I see the price come. Now I call am already, how far? Bicycle wey you carry go outside. Oh, when you see mama, talk to me. What is it? What is it? What is it?
Okay, well, that's not helping.
Hmm?
I think it worked. I think it worked already. We have a lot of spaces in our photos and our bro documents, bro. What the hell?
Me? What?
They have an issue resolved, man.
What hurt?
This is the zip file. This isn't. Yeah, this is the zip file. That's not. That's not like. Well, that's the new DaVinci I downloaded. Oh fuck! I shouldn't have. I guess it's still in this other place. Next
There's
phase.
some business
Zip.
with elasticity, that comes with a kind of flexibility. Okay?
I'm gonna delete these. Wow, those are very humongous files, by the way. Yep. Yep. They have to go.
Oh, you know my ability.
American
How does he
disability.
understand my capability?
Uh,
This is not capability, capacity.
okay. I'm just getting rid of these files real quick, just to free up some space in our machine. I think these are just videos that I made. By the way, you guys should follow my socials, man. I make a lot of videos on there from day to day. I try to be as consistent as possible.
I'm really trying.
Mm, this image, I'm not gonna delete that. I'm not gonna touch that. The hell? Alright, let's get rid of these.
Okay, sir.
Just give me a couple more. Maybe I'm just
I
gonna.
keep hearing about it. I'm not familiar
Oh,
with it.
delete out of the system. That's interesting. 84 gigabytes. Why is so much, bro? Like,
So explain what you need
what's
to
in
delete.
here, bro? Like, for real. What is in here? Damn.
Quality of life.
Yo,
Quality of
some of this
life.
shit gotta go, bro. It's just very large ass files. All of them gotta go. Because I'm gonna keep making videos. So the older videos are not really important to me anymore. So I have to remove all of them.
They don't set you back. Hmm? No, just forget for you. No, honestly. Take. So I'm not like that. Now sit down.
Okay. So gotten rid of a few. That should bring us down to like what? Should really bring us down a bit. But I might have to come back and do this later. In the meantime, let's go back to our application and see what's going on there. So we have been stuck. Why are we stuck?
Not patient everywhere, but like a patient. Like things that don't have application on it. So like things where you cannot control. You have to be patient. Like I can actually influence it yeah, then take over and do the
I think this is where you need to take over from AI because if you just keep prompting it, it's just going to keep doing the same thing. So the approach I'm going to take here in this shit is, in this issue is that I'm going to try and access it directly from here. So I'm going to go to the source. You can take it to GitHub, I think. So here I can see this is the multi-tenants application. We're going to get this, clone this. So yeah, I mean, so what we're doing with ChatGPT is that we're trying to clone the entire repository, but with this approach now, we're able to get a much smaller file as you can see here. So instead of us downloading that entire Goliath, we just did this instead. Um, I don't know what this is, but I'm not gonna see what it did. It's gonna have to explain itself to me in a bit. Right, I think it just removed something. I don't see an ex. I don't see an environment file here. Interesting. Alright, so now we got this. So I'm gonna have to explain to ChatGPT I cloned it from somewhere else. What did we see? What is this PR again? I think he explained it to us earlier. Chat, don't laugh at me. This is my first time doing this. Recursively copies all files from the multi-tenant solution example into a new SaaS app directly.
It's not like I have a choice to do exactly.
realize that there's no need for us to rush it. You know, we're still going to reach our same. Do you want to continue? Go back. Yes, I want to continue. Why? Why? Yes, I want to continue. Let's get them dependencies up and running. And this is wow. All right, great. I don't see this one. Upstash. What is Upstash Redis configuration? These placeholders, KV REST API, Redis token. This is for Redis. I get something called, there's something about this session management. Okay, I have no idea what just happened right now, but just get that done real quick. Bro, my barber gave me a fucking. I don't even know what I did to my barber, man, bro. I was trying out this new barber and he just took my hairline to fucking last year, bro. What the fuck? Something that I've been fighting to keep alive, man. He just took it out, like, and acted like he did not know what he did. But it's all love, though. And I still paid for that shit. That's what pissed me the fuck off, man, bro. I'm not supposed to swear on here, so I'm trying to stay in a calm mood. Good vibes, good vibes. Like, bro, look at this shit, my guy. What the hell? What did I do to deserve this? Bro, like, I'm back there, bro. You know, like, I'm back there, bro. Damn, and I'm just working. I'm just 24, bro. What the hell? Well, we moved, though. We moved. It's all love. So, it seems like we've set it up. Let me see. ENV, the local. So, KV REST API. Upstart ready to, for development. This can be the placeholder values. This from Upstart ready dashboard. So, Upstart needs to come into play. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow, right? I'm gonna take an early morning stroll. I'm gonna try to explain to you guys what I'm doing on here, and I hope that you guys love it. So you better love it. Mm. So low latency serverless key value store. I have to create a. Apparently, I have to create a thing. So create database. Is Upstash a database on its own? Interesting. Serverless data platform, single platform for all your data needs. Can I connect it to Superbase on Neon? That's interesting. I'd like to. I would like to. Okay, I can apparently. Interesting. Upstation Superbase nodes into your workflow. Integrate any tool or database. This is for build ship, right? I think I can. So it's like hosting railway. I don't know. I'm still yet to make up my mind. So I can know I can deploy Superbase, but it's like what about the upstash in my Redis? Because Redis is very important. It's super important. Is that how I look when I type? What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Someone asked me how when am I gonna, start streaming, and I took offense in that. Truly. We manage to determine for you and you only pay for what you use. Workflow. Anyway, I'm gonna just leave this here and come back to that later. So in the meantime, what is next? We've installed our dependencies. We got our PnP log file here, PnPm log file there. So fill the temperature includes, it did not include any of these, right? It did not. I wanted to use clerk for authentication, but a lot of shout is coming from the other side of things, which is this is just, I'm not gonna do that. So like I said, I like use clerk, but kind is also a good shout apparently. So let's see what ChatGPT is saying. Create a neon database, run migrations. Why didn't this give me? The database is Redis. It's Redis database. But if it's a SaaS starter, there's a different conversation because the database is Postgre. You see it? It's like different. Let me create a database on where my Redis. Reach primary region. Um, Someone said you should use one in like Europe or some, because Germany is the one really close to me because it's EU. I would use this one as well. London, because this is like really close to UK. Um, hmm, yeah, it's just a database. It's not really a big deal. So let's see. Yeah, I'll use this. Then I think I can increase it later, right? Let's create it, bro. By the way, this is from scratch, so we're not trying to spend any cash right now, especially when we don't have our database up and running. Um, Upstart Redis REST your API and the REST token. Is it TCP? So I'm gonna use this. Put this in my put this right here. Um, hmm. Cloudflare. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll just stick with JavaScript. So now we got it up and running. I think we need to include this or click super base key depending on templates. I'm just gonna use so I want to use Neon database, uh, but since I have someone that's used Superbase and Superbase is more popular, I'm going to use Superbase instead. So I need the database URL, connection string, I need the URL. Bro, I've never gotten to the Prisma part, man. Setting up the database properly. So you're gonna use, I think I'm gonna use Prisma for this one. Yeah, we have to use Prisma for this one. My password, do I remember my Superbase password? Chad, I think I have to put you guys offline for this one. I can't show you my password. Um, so likely someone will copy this, right? How unlikely? How unlikely is someone gonna copy this? It's been a long time I coded, bro. I feel like a dunce right now. Um, my next odd secret. Let me see if Superbase will just help me with authentication. I think Superbase should be very good for authentication. Let me ask. Does this template? Does this template use Prisma? I don't think it uses Prisma. I've not seen anything that just uses upstart and Redis. I think ChatGPT just made a mistake, man. Oh shit. What do you do in a case like this, right? We have to install Prisma then. That's what it means. But we don't want to tamper with this our document that we're following, right? So what we can do is this, right? Let's create a new let's create it in a new page. Oh Chad, give me a minute. I'll be back. Alright, just give me a minute. Let me set something up real quick. Hey guys, what's popping? I'm doing chat. I'm back. So, so. What's up? So let's dive right in. Where did we stop? So we realized we don't have Prisma for this, right? So we might need to create a Prisma file later. Let me see if I am ready for this. Actually ready. Connect it up real quick. Alright, we're connected. Smithery. So I'm thinking of supercharging our workflow with some MCP servers. So that's something we're gonna do. Let's check it out. Let's find some servers to hop on real quick. So what MCPs do we need here? I don't need this. I don't need this. No, 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 no. Maybe leave that in there. It's failed. Okay. Remove this real quick. Superbase Next.js failed. Okay. This is why I wanted to use Superbase, by the way. Like it's just so good. Okay, so I just checked out MCP servers. Um, they don't seem to be working for some reason. What does this people want me to do with them, bro? Let's see. I just updated it, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like I said, we're gonna create a new take this, just copy this. New account, paste it in there. Go to that new tab. Move this new tab all the way here. Right, so perfect. So right away, I was gonna do this by myself, but I think it's better doing it live. That one viewer is keeping me going. God bless you, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we're at the point where we need to add something. Okay. Create a new chat. Paste this in. Maybe I get it. I don't want to be, you know, billed, you know, asked for money, bro. I don't like saying no, so I just rather avoid it. So from this, I need to explain to ChatGPT. I'm not gonna type it. I implemented and cloned my platform's application from Vercel. This is my current .env file. I have created a Postgres database on you know what's going through my mind right now? It's so different. It's so different building this. Oh my god. Is this GPT-5? Bro, it doesn't feel any different from GPT-4, man. It does not feel any different from GPT-4, man. I have to be honest with ChatGPT. They need to step their game up heavy. Who's calling me right now? Pretty, I'm getting a call, man. What the hell? Can't be calling me at this time right now. I'm busy. What the hell? Bro, the distractions are crazy, right? Yes, mm, each stores will have different database schema. Each stores will have their own subdomain. I want to use Superbase for my authentication. Yes, store owners sign up through a central onboarding workflow. The question is, I'm going to be using Medusa for the e-commerce backend. So it already comes with its own schema and database. I hope it will not conflict. For products. I don't understand. Yes, but not now. Our main task is to focus on implementing the multi-tenancy and the Medusa backend.
let's just say your plug, yeah, AC with O. You are not that training, so maybe I chose maybe na somewhere for Nigeria, but I don't know I chose. Your team here, yeah? No, my mother sister. Your mother. Everything I do is inside, bro. I can see the dirty, but you can see that thing is very. Wait, why your phone on? Why your volume on?
Which of these should I use for my
Yeah, fine.
app?
Wait, let me see Now I get account if you can start picking up the phone.
I'll shut my door. Bible says, "Do not be unequally yoked." Alright, since he says it's already serverless approach, right? I don't need to worry about that anymore. I just have to move forward with it. So the next step on the line is Prisma migrate dev. If template uses Prisma PNP dev, I have to cd reach pnpm. Okay, we got our app up and running. Let's see what's there. Fingers crossed. Mm, Upstash was passed as an invalid URL. You should start passing URL. Okay, I have to put the upstash URL. Okay. All right, I just fixed it right now, and we see that we got our subdomain active. So this is for the subdomain part. So you're on this domain and you create an account. You can create a subdomain. See what's in the admin. So admin is a dashboard. So when you create an account, I think when you create an account, you're led to the dashboard, right? When you get, let me write it down. So when a user creates an account, mm, right? When a user creates an account, they're sent to this dashboard. So when it creates an account, they're sent to a dashboard. Now, when they're in the dashboard, they are then led to create a site, right? So since this is working, I can jump to the Medusa backend. So like now they're in the dashboard. What should the dashboard be able to do? The dashboard should be able to create a website, assign them assign them a subdomain. Uh-huh. Yeah. So yeah, it should have like create a website and shit like that. So instead of it showing subdomain management, it should show like mm, so when they create an account or sites management. So it's called website management, store management. So currently, I don't even need to search up what I was searching up again. Oh, can you imagine? So I can just go with a different approach here. Bro, this phone is my biggest enemy. But I'm still here. I'm still clicking. I'm still hooked on my phone, bro. All right. So the idea is that now, since we have a dashboard and we have a place for creating subdomains for the dashboard, that means we have a dashboard where we can create a store for the customers. So I'm thinking about the subdomains as stores. Each store has a front end and a back end. So it's like there's two ways this can work. I've been drawing some crazy ass shit right now. Alright. I could edit it. I could add some tools to it. That would be cool. I could add some tools to it, man. So yeah, I think it's working now. Let's first get this online, right? So let's get this online right now. To do, you can add authentication here with your preferred auth provider. Yes, I'd like to add authentication to this page. That'd be cool. Oh, it's even right here. I was thinking of using Superbase, by the way. So before we let's commit this first, then we attempt authentication with Superbase. So next on the line is authentication with Superbase, basic authentication with Superbase into our dashboard. Then I'll start design dashboard. Then the main issue I'm thinking about now is we have two to-do lists, right? Authentication. Uh, how would the stores look like? Let me chat with one of my favorite assistants and see what she wants to say. Hey Grok, how are you doing?
Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm alright, Grok. I got a question for you, right? So I have a multi-tenant application provided by Vercel, and I'm trying to create a platform where users can, sign up and then create stores online, right? So these stores where they can create, right? Currently, it shows as subdomains. It's going to be subdomains, of course. So the stores they create as subdomains on my platform. And I'm thinking, right? Each store has a front end and a Medusa back end that it connects to. Um, how can I make it work out? Because I know there's going to be different, storefronts because you have to edit that. And I'm thinking about the Medusa back end right now and the storage. How do you think that could work for me?
That sounds like a cool project. For a multi-tenant app on Vercel with subdomains for each store, you can use their platform starter kit with Next.js for the front end and Medusa as the back end, plus a storage solution for assets. Here's how it could come together. Each store can have its own subdomain, like store1.yourplatform.com, handled by Vercel's domain routing and automatic SSL certificates. You'd use Next.js middleware to route requests to the right tenant based on the subdomain, pulling tenant-specific content and styling from your database. Medusa is a great choice for the e-commerce backend, since it's headless and customizable. You'll need to set up a Medusa instance, either one for all tenants or per tenant, depending on your scale. For a single instance, configure Medusa to handle multiple stores with separate data via its sales channels or custom logic, linking each store to its subdomain. For the front end, the Next.js starter storefront from Medusa connects smoothly to the backend. You deploy it on Vercel, setting environment variables like medusabackend.or to point to your Medusa instance and Next public base URL for each storefront subdomain. To make the stores customizable, use Medusa's admin dashboard or build a custom interface for tenants to manage products and settings stored in Medusa's database. For storage, Medusa supports plugins like MinIO or AWS S3 for media assets like product images. You'd configure a storage provider in Medusa to handle uploads per tenant, keeping assets isolated. Vercel Blob or Cloudflare R2 are also solid options for file storage, integrated via environment variables in your Vercel project. The flow would be users sign up, get a subdomain, customize their store via a front-end interface, and Medusa handles the back-end logic with assets stored in your chosen provider. You'd manage tenant data with something like Redis or Vercel Postgres for fast retrieval. To get started, deploy the Medusa backend, set up the Next.js storefront on Vercel, configure cores for subdomains,
Yo, I think
and
I missed
integrate.
everything you just said to me. The only part that I understand is the part where you said, um, so I set up the Medusa backend as one interface. I like that. Do you mean that each client uses the same Medusa backend, but how is their data, individual data stored? Where should it be stored also? And how would their front ends, work for them separately? Can you please help me explain?
Sure, I can clarify. So, yes, you can set up one Medusa backend for all clients. Their individual data, like products, orders, and customer info, is stored in Medusa's database, which supports multi tenancy. Medusa uses PostgreSQL by default, so you'd configure it to keep each store's data separate, using sales channels or a custom tenant ID field to tag data per store. This way, when a request comes from, say, store1.yourplatform.com, Medusa filters the data for that specific store based on the subdomain or tenant ID. For the front end, each store gets its own Next.js storefront, all deployed on Vercel, sharing the same codebase but pulling unique content from the Medusa backend. Vercel's domain routing maps each subdomain to the same app, and Next.js middleware reads the subdomain to fetch the right store's data via Medusa's APIs. You can let tenants customize their storefronts look, like themes or logos, by storing those settings in the database and pulling them dynamically. For storage, product images or other assets go to a provider, like AWS S3 or Vercel Blob. You'd set up a bucket with folders per tenant, like store1.images, to keep files organized. Configure Medusa's storage plugin to route up.
I think that the first time I tried to talk, I was talking in message mode, right? So it didn't really give me the response I wanted it to give me. It's supposed to like write it out for me, and it's important for me to understand what it says so I can read it back. So this is also a workflow you can include in yourself when you're trying to work. And yeah, I'm going to try to do that now and see what you know. I'm trying to ask it the same question and see what I can do. But so far, like I said, authentication is something that I'm gonna implement so that it's, people don't easily access the back end. Then I could, create a marketing area. Yeah, I have to create a new folder in here and underneath the app. And in this folder is where all the marketing things would be. It's gonna be our index file too. So page.tsx subdomain form. So I have to move this subdomain form somewhere else. Yeah, but this is very important too. It's very important. I think I'm gonna move it to like the subdomain specifically. Yeah, this subdomain page. So it's gonna be like inside the admin level, where from there, when you click on it, you can go to set up your subdomain. So I think I'm gonna write it down here. Um, Move subdomain into admin, and I have to move the subdomain into the admin, and at the same time add add marketing page. But these are not like my biggest issues. I don't know. Do you think I should start the marketing now, guys, and then focus on this later? No, I want to do this. This is the hard part. I think that part is like super easy for me. So this is like the main deal. If I was gonna say that, so I'm gonna go from back to front rather than from front to back. Cause trust me, you don't want to be stuck with so much to do. So like I said, it's gonna be the basic minimum, starting small and growing from there. So I need to put down my phone, bro. What the hell? So where are we? Let's ask Grok. Hey Grok, I got a question, right? So I just finished setting up my Vercel platforms where I can create subdomains easily, and I'm trying to create a application where each subdomain is equal to a store, and each store has a front end and a back end. Now, the understanding is that the client creates a store, and the back end is governed by Medusa. And yeah, I don't know if I should use one Medusa instance for everybody, and they have maybe they can store their data differently and how that would work. But my main concern is how do I get the different storefronts for each client or each, admin user that creates a store. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Can you like clear it up for me, please?
Oh, I can definitely help with that. So, for your setup with Vercel and Medusa, you're on the right track with using subdomains for each store. That's a solid way to handle multi tenancy. Since you want each client or admin user to have their own storefront with a Medusa backend, let's break this down real quick and make it clear. First off, for the Medusa backend, you've got two main options: one Medusa instance for all stores, or separate instances per store. Using a Medusa is usually the way to go for scalability and simplicity. You can configure it to handle multiple stores by using Medusa's multi-tenancy features, like separating data by store ID or tenant ID in the database. Each store's data, like
Could you
products,
please also
orders,
write it out? Because it seems like you're not writing it out. You're just giving. Nah, I need you to write out everything you're saying to me, please. Thank you.
no problem at all. I can absolutely write everything out for you, just how you're asking. So, here's what I said, and I'll keep going from there. Oh, I can definitely help with that.
So it did write it out. Oh, I can definitely help with that. For years that you track, you're on track in the right track using subdomains for each store. That's a solid way to handle multi-tenancy. Since what you want each client or admin user to have their own storefront with a Medusa backend. Let's break this down real quick. Make it clear. First of all, the Medusa backend, you've got two options. One, Medusa instance for all stores or separate instances per store. I'm liking these instances per store. Using a is the usual way to go for scalability and simplicity. Ish, I already feel that. You can configure it to handle multiple stores by using Medusa's multi-tenancy features like separating data by store ID or tenant ID in database. Each store's data, like products, orders, can be isolated within the same instance using Medusa store specific configurations. This means one back-end deployment, but with each store's data nicely separated. If you go this route, you set up your Medusa instance to filter data as subdomain. You can use Medusa API to dynamically fetch the right stored data. Now, for the front end, you can use Medusa multi-tenancy capabilities to serve different storefronts on subdomains from a single Next.js code base. Vercel platforms, starter kits is a great example of this. Yeah. So guys, I think that's gonna be our stream tonight. So we've been able to set up the platform. It's live now. Um, we can see the different. You can create subdomains here. I don't want to create any domain yet. Yes, call me shy or whatever. Or you can add emojis. Or first, of course, I'm gonna change all this, right? Or I could even leave it there, sir. But I'll change all this. They'll name their to be names. I'll even add more to the form as well. But yeah, we got our site up and running. Tomorrow we'll continue. I might do a little bit more work on it before I'm done, but right now this is where we are at with the back end. Like I said, this is our marketing page. We're already done with this, so we just have to build it out. We just started, baby steps, baby steps. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it dearly, and I hope that as we grind together, we end up building something that is phenomenal. Yeah, yeah. So have a good day, and I hope to catch you guys later. Bye.